Right, good morning or good afternoon. So this is what I consider to be the most important day of owning the combine, the clean down day, you know, the day where you clean the combines before they go away. Important, you know, really important. If you're going to keep a combine and you want it to keep on going forever, well, you know, if you want it to last, you've got to clean it and you've got to keep it, you know, keep it clean, all the rubbish out of it, and keep it oiled, keep it greased before you put it in the shed, and it will serve you, as far as I'm concerned, it will keep on going for as long as possible, you know. If it's a good combine, look after it, you know. Yeah, I've known a lot, without pointing fingers, you know, obviously, you know, it's up to people what they do with their own property, but I've known a lot of farmers who neglect this part of it, and they get it out of the shed in the summer, a week before, well, even a day before harvest, and wonder, oh, it doesn't work. Well, yeah, because you didn't look after it and the rats have got in it. Yeah, it's quite simple, really. You know, to me, a day spent now saves you a week at harvest. You know, that is pretty much right, you know. I mean, it might not be completely true, but that is basically it. But anyway, you all know this stuff anyway, I'm sure. But just to show you a couple of little things that I've noticed already about this humpback one's done a lot more work this year than, you know, I'll give this a good run this year. So I noticed this, where is it there? So you can see it, this belt's come off. I'm pretty sure that didn't come off in harvest, you know, but yeah, so that needs a new belt. It's worn right out. See, it needs a real good clean, this one. You know, what I do is I take off this one, I take the guards off, I'll take this drum cover off, I'll take this cover off here, and I'll take the sieves out, and that's on both combines. Obviously the other one hasn't got the guards, which makes it a bit easier. Notice this as well, actually, on this one, that's come off, and I'm pretty sure that didn't happen when I was cutting, but there you go, it might have done. But the thing that makes me think that is, why isn't the belt completely knackered? That's happened just now, and same as that one, I'm pretty sure, because the sample wasn't compromised. So yeah, both combines clean. No, I'm gonna rush, you know, I got here a bit late, but you know, I might even not get it done today and I'll have to come back next weekend, but that's fine. So, you know, that's just part of having them, you know. I couldn't even think for a second of leaving them all covered in rubbish. So what else was there? Was something else I was going to mention, I can't remember what it was now, but yeah, that's the basis of what I'm doing today anyway. Just going around and just putting in my mind what I want to do to both of them. I'm not going to go mad this year with like I did last year with this short back one. That one, you know, I did a lot of work on that last year and it's really good, and at some point I'm going to do a bit of work on this one. That shaft's bent. This is the one that skipped off. That's slightly bent. The beater in there could do with refurbishing, a new one in there, but I can't see that happening this year. I might straighten that shaft out, but I'm going to give it a bit of a rest with all that sort of stuff this year. You know, I could do with a little bit of a holiday this year, to be honest. And there's a gearbox leak on this one. That's been like that for a while. One thing I would like to do, there's that accumulator bottle that I showed in one of my other videos. That will, eventually I'm thinking of putting one on this, because it does help with, you see, if you look on there, it hasn't got one. It's just, yeah, it's just solid hydraulics. It's as hard as metal, you know, it's just solid. So that will help this shortback combine in its performance. The yeah, so trying to think, there was other stuff I was going to mention. Oh yeah, with the drums on these, well, any combine, you get dust on the backs of the drum bars. The rasp bars get dust on them, and it actually makes it vibrate. So this one I've noticed needs a good clean out, but I'll clean out the drum on this one as well, and you know, both of them will get a good clean out. And I'll probably leave the panels off. I'll put the panels somewhere tidy. This one's still got some grain in the tank actually that I'm going to give to my mate so he can feed his geese. There's just quite a bit at the bottom, you know, he got some geese, you know, and they'll eat that. Right, so that's about it for that. But I was just going to mention, if anybody's got any combines, mainly combines, but you know, just anything interesting and unusual like farm equipment that I can come and have a look at, and I can come and video, you know. It doesn't necessarily matter too much if I can't put it on the internet, I understand that, you know. But you know, I'd like to be able to put some videos up of just different stuff, you know, like really like unusual combines, you know, stuff you don't see you don't see in the bands that regular, you know. That'd be smart, you know, like your, I don't know, your Clay's M80 or your Clay's MZ even, something like that, you know, just stuff like that I'd like to see, I'd like to hear about, you know. I got a bloke talking to me recently, he's got a Ransom's 1001. Somebody else is saying that they know about an active trail combine local that might be coming up for sale, you know. That's the kind of stuff that I'm interested in, you know. So yeah, I mean, just drop me a message and I'll be in touch, you know. There's some people down in Cornwall that have got some Gleaner combines, two Model Cs. So a humpback Model C, a squareback Model C, and a Model A, like my humpback, with a petrol paraffin engine on it. You know, I'm hoping to go and see them at some point. Whether they'll let me put them on the internet is a different thing, but you know, it's just nice to go and see them. I've seen them before actually, but then also I am contemplating getting another machine. Exactly what it'll be, I don't know. I really don't know. But there's two things that really spring to mind. Well, actually a couple of things, but the two main things, you know, is a Clay's or a Clayson 103. You know, a combine, but different, you know, detachable header, not massive, but probably bigger than these. But a good combine, different sort of design, different capabilities. Yeah, and just something unusual that I could try out for a couple of seasons. You know, if I don't like it, I can move it on. You know, that ain't a problem. You know, somebody will buy it somewhere along the line. But also, something that, you know, is quite common, but I quite like them, is Ferguson TEF is something that, you know, just a little project. You know, I don't want an immaculate one really necessarily. I just want one that I can buy for cheap. You know, you see them on the internet going for stupid money, and I think, well, I don't know if I'd pay that much really, but you know, I just, something that I can tinker with and get how I want it. And you know, TEF. And another thing that I would love to have is a Massey Harris or a Massey Ferguson 701 with an engine on it, you know, a baler with an engine on it. Now that'd be smart. And actually as well, if I had a tractor, is a trail combine with an engine on it of some sort, you know. Probably not an Alice Chalmers all crop because they're very wide, but something with an engine on, I don't even know what, but they're very unusual with engines on, but that's just something that would be pretty smart to own. Yeah, right. That's about it for these combines this year. So you'll no doubt be seeing them next year, unless we're in the middle of World War III, which looks like it might happen. But yeah, I'll leave that one with you, and I'll see you again at some point soon.